You wake up tired. You reach for coffee. By noon, you crash. Sound familiar? What if I told you there's a better way? No jitters, no crashes, just steady energy from nature's most powerful herbs. These are not your average supplements. These are hidden superheroes, forgotten by modern medicine but used for centuries by warriors, healers, and energy masters. Let's dive in. 1. The caffeine trap nobody talks about. Coffee is not the villain, but the cycle is. You drink it, spike cortisol, then crash harder. Studies show habitual caffeine use actually lowers your baseline energy. Ever notice how non-coffee drinkers seem calmer, more balanced? That's no coincidence. Your adrenal glands weren't designed for daily assault. But here's the good news. Nature has alternatives that work with your body, not against it. The scary truth? That afternoon crash is not just fatigue, it's your body screaming for help. When you rely on caffeine daily, you're essentially borrowing energy from tomorrow to pay for today. Harvard researchers found regular coffee drinkers develop adenosine receptor upregulation, a fancy way of saying your brain grows more fatigue. Receptors to compensate for constant stimulation. This creates a vicious cycle where you need more caffeine just to feel normal. Traditional cultures never had this problem because they used herbs that work differently. They do not block fatigue signals. They help your body produce sustainable energy naturally. 2. Meet the ancient herb that outshines caffeine, Rhodiola rosea. Vikings carried this into battle. Siberian shamans swore by it for endurance. Modern research confirms it boosts ADP production, your cell's energy currency, by up to 30%. Unlike caffeine, it does not deplete you later. One study had nurses on night shifts using Rhodiola report 20% more focus with zero crashes. The best part? It grows wild in harsh climates, which means it's packed with survival mode nutrients. What makes Rhodiola truly remarkable is its dual action effect. While caffeine only stimulates, Rhodiola both energizes and protects. It contains rosavins and salidroside, compounds that help your cells use oxygen more efficiently while shielding them from stress damage. Russian astronauts actually used it during space missions to combat cosmic radiation fatigue. The herb's adaptogenic properties mean it gives you what you specifically need: energy if you're tired, calm if you're stressed. Unlike coffee, which pushes your system to its limits, Rhodiola helps expand those limits. 3. The morning ritual that changes everything. Try this tomorrow. Instead of coffee, steep 1 teaspoon of eleuthero root in hot water. Known as Siberian ginseng, it's been shown in clinical trials to enhance stamina better than caffeine, without raising heart rate. Soviet Olympians used it secretly during training. The difference? You'll feel alert but calm, like you've had perfect sleep. Pro tip: combine it with a cold shower for unstoppable morning energy. Eleuthero works so well because it's a tonic herb, meaning its benefits accumulate over time. While caffeine gives diminishing returns, studies show eleuthero users experience increasing energy after 2 to 3 weeks of consistent use. The active compounds called eleutherosides stimulate nerve growth factor, literally helping your brain form new connections. That's why traditional Chinese medicine classifies it as a qi tonic. It does not just pep you up, it rebuilds your fundamental life force. For best results, cycle it. 5 days on, 2 days off to prevent adaptation. 4. Why your energy crashes are not your fault. Processed food, artificial light, chronic stress. These disrupt your mitochondria, the tiny power plants in your cells. Most energy hacks fail because they ignore this. But one Amazonian herb, cat's claw, contains compounds that repair mitochondrial damage. Tribal hunters would chew the bark before day-long treks. Now, biohackers add it to smoothies for laser focus. Modern life bombards your mitochondria with free radicals from pollution, processed foods, and electromagnetic fields. Cat's claw contains potent antioxidants called penocyclic oxindole alkaloids, POAs, that specifically target mitochondrial membranes. Indigenous tribes noticed wounded animals would seek out this vine. Now we know why. A 2021 study in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology found cat's claw extract helped repair exercise-induced mitochondrial damage in athletes 43% faster than placebo. It's like giving your cells a tune-up at the molecular level. 5. The secret weapon for afternoon slumps. Matcha? Too mainstream. Try Schisandra berries instead. Chinese medicine calls them the 5-flavor fruit because they hit every taste bud. But they're real magic? They balance stress hormones while sharpening mental clarity. A 2019 study found Schisandra outperformed placebo in cognitive tests by 40%. Keep a jar at your desk. Just 5 berries will crush that 3 p.m. fog. Schisandra's magic lies in its lignans, unique compounds that modulate dopamine and serotonin without causing dependency. Russian factory workers during World War II were given Schisandra to maintain focus during 18-hour shifts. Unlike stimulants that burn out your neurotransmitters, Schisandra helps recycle them. The sour taste triggers salivary enzymes that actually enhance absorption. Try this. Let the berries sit in your mouth for 30 seconds before chewing. You'll feel a tingling sensation as the active compounds start working immediately through your buccal mucosa. 6. How warriors trained without stimulants. Spartans drank herbal infusions with ashwagandha before battle. Modern science shows why. It lowers cortisol by 28% while boosting strength. This adaptogen does not stimulate, it helps your body adapt to stress. Gym rats take it pre-workout, but its real power shines in daily life. Imagine handling deadlines with the focus of a Navy SEAL. That's ashwagandha. Ashwagandha's real power comes from withanolides, steroidal compounds that gently nudge your endocrine system into balance. A fascinating study on elite cyclists showed ashwagandha users could maintain peak performance longer without hitting the pain wall. It works by optimizing thyroid function and increasing red blood cell count, something caffeine cannot do. Ancient Ayurvedic texts recommend taking it with warm milk because the fats increase bioavailability. Modern version, blend it into your post-workout protein shake for enhanced recovery. 7. The forbidden energy trick from Tibet. For 2,000 years, Tibetan monks consumed cordyceps mushrooms to endure marathon meditation sessions. Now, athletes use it to break records. Cordyceps increases oxygen utilization by 30%, meaning your muscles get fuel more efficiently. The crazy part? It's technically a fungus that hijacks insects, nature's ultimate energy thief working for you. Cordyceps' energy-boosting secret is cordycepin, a compound so similar to adenosine, your cellular energy molecule, that it can trick cells into more efficient energy production. Tibetan herders would feed cordyceps to their yaks before high-altitude treks. Modern research shows it increases VO2 max oxygen utilization more effectively than many pharmaceutical options. The wild-harvested variety grows at 10,000 plus feet elevation, which means it's packed with survival compounds your lowland body craves. 8. Why Big Pharma ignores these herbs? They cannot patent nature. A single herb contains hundreds of compounds working synergistically, impossible to replicate in a lab. Drug companies would rather sell you daily pills than admit a $10 bag of herbs could end your fatigue. But indigenous cultures knew better. The Hunza people, who live past 100 regularly, drink herbal brews daily. Consider this. Pharmaceutical companies spend billions developing synthetic versions of plant compounds, yet nature's originals often work better. The problem? You cannot trademark a plant. St. John's wort, for example, outperforms many SSRIs for mild depression, but you'll never see it advertised because there's no profit in selling unpatentable herbs. The same goes for these energy herbs. Drug companies would rather you believe energy comes from a lab than admit the answers grow in the ground. 9. Your new energy protocol, morning, eleuthero tea plus 5-minute breath work. Afternoon, Schisandra berries plus sunlight break. Evening, ashwagandha and warm almond milk. This combo beats caffeine's fake energy by rebuilding your natural vitality. Track your focus for a week, you'll see. For maximum effect, pair these herbs with circadian rhythm alignment. Eleuthero works best taken between 6 to 8 a.m. when cortisol naturally peaks. Schisandra shines around 2 to 4 p.m. when your liver energy, in traditional Chinese medicine, needs support. Ashwagandha is most effective around 6 p.m. as it helps transition your body into recovery mode. This is not random. These timing windows sync with your body's natural energy pathways that modern life has disrupted. Track your energy for 2 weeks using this protocol and you'll see patterns emerge that coffee could never provide. 10. The future of energy is ancient. We've been brainwashed to think energy comes from a can or pill. Real energy is your birthright. These herbs are not supplements, they're missing pieces of your evolutionary diet. Start with 1. Notice the difference. Then go deeper. Your great-grandparents knew these plants. It's time to remember. Now, I want to hear from you. Which herb are you trying first? Drop it in the comments, and if you've already used one, tell us your results. Hit subscribe if you're ready for more unfiltered health truths. Next week, I'm exposing the 3 healthy foods that drain your energy. Until then, stay powerful.